This lesson in the adjectives block concerns the order in which we use them. So when several adjectives are used to describe a noun, the order is not random. And if it's put in the wrong order, the sentence really sounds unnatural. And because native speakers have been hearing the correct order sort of all their lives, they instinctively get it right. But as a language learner, you won't have this experience available to you to fall back on. So here is the generally accepted order of adjectives. Okay, you might want to pause the video here to read them, but we'll see basic order starts with quantity, then opinion, size, quality, shape, age, color, material, origin, and purpose. And unfortunately, I know of no mnemonic which will help you remember those. Some people actually print the list out and stick it somewhere so they can see it. And it should point out it is very unusual to have more than 3 adjectives in a row. So we have a beautiful old Swiss clock, which is opinion, age, and origin. Opinion is beautiful. I think it's beautiful. It is old, and it comes from Switzerland. 12 shiny red apples. So 12 is the quantity. They're shiny, that's a quality adjective. And they're red, that's the color of them. Or a big brown wooden bridge. So it's size, color, and material. A lovely big metal frying pan. So actually we do have 4. So we have opinion, I think it's lovely. It is big. It's made of metal and it's used for frying, this pan. So we get a lovely big metal frying pan. And if we try to put those the wrong way around, any of them, they would really sound unusual. So if you said red shiny 12 apples, that just sounds so weird. Or 12 red shiny apples, it just doesn't quite sound correct. And I'm afraid you just have to accept this and try and get the order correct. Now, if we have 2 adjectives from the same group, we actually put an and between them. And we'll see what we mean here. The shop sells old and new books. So we have 2 from the age category, and we put an and in between. Or the blue and orange house. So we have 2 from the color category. Or we can have, of course, different categories as well. So our old black and white television. So we have an age and color. So we write it like this, our old black and white television. And another one with different categories, a big wooden and metal bridge. So we have size with 2 material groups. Now, if we have 3 or more adjectives from the same group, we treat it almost like a list. And many adjective groups are not suited to this type of use. So if we had, say, shape, you couldn't describe something as being round and triangular and rectangular and flat. It just doesn't make sense. But groups like color and material does make sense, as we'll see. So the red, white, and blue house. So red, white, and blue all come from the color group, and we treat it like a list: red, comma, white, no comma, and blue. And if we have other groups with it, we'll have the big old wooden, plastic, and metal bridge. So old, or big and old come from different groups. So we just have that with blanks as usual, and then the wooden, plastic, and metal we treat like a list. We have the big old wooden, comma, plastic, and metal bridge. So no comma between big and old and wooden, and none at the end before and. It might look a bit strange, but it is the way it's used. If you read lots of books and things, you will see that this is how it's used.